See through the heart that bears it all. Take it apart, throw it away, put it back together again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you like the countdown. That's new for the stream today. Pretty happy with that. Fancy, thank you for the follow. Wasn't even up yet, and you're already dropping a follow. Appreciate that, mate. Well done on that game yesterday. I know it wasn't quite the result you wanted, I think, but yeah, still a good game, though. Still a very good game. But yeah, today we have AVNG Dark versus Annex Lizard. Now, these are both two teams I haven't casted yet. I haven't casted AVNG, and I haven't casted Annex. So, let's see. There's probably some players that some people might know. Is the 5 is a very popular division. There is 2 splits for it. There's 5 and then 5-2. That makes sense. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Just wait for a code, and then we'll pop the maps up on the screen for you guys. While we're waiting, have a little chat. Got the tunes on today. Feeling them. Not gonna lie, when the countdown was going and the drop hit, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm feeling it today. I'm ready for this. Chair's a bit uncomfy though. I might need to get a new chair soon. I feel like it leans too far back, right? Like, I sit on it, and like, there's not, like, I want to be like this, right? But then like, there's like such a big gap, right? Oh god, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, there's such a big gap when I'm actually sat up straight, and there's like no support. I feel like it needs to like come up more, you know what I mean? Oh, it just doesn't really do it. Doesn't really do it. We do have a code though. So we'll pop the maps up on the screen for you. That code. So as you can see, getting started off on Blackheart for the hard point. Map 2 is going to be Scar S&D, followed by Triple Den, if we get to map 4 and 5, of course. Have a look. Does look like we're joining the lobby. The full team of AVNG is going to be hosting at least the first map, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I mean, pretty good map set. Starting off, bang out map, Blackheart Hardpoint, one of my favourite hardpoint maps, I will say. And then Scar S&D, one of those, quite tactical, but at the same time it's a bit boring, in my opinion anyway. But then Triple Den, Den's got to be one of my favourite maps in the comp this year. So especially if we can get to map 5, Den S&D. I mean, I'll say this again and again. I say it all the time. Den S&D is easily one of the best map set combos, easily. Like, yes, people will favour that one specific bomb site over towards P3. Can't exactly remember if that's A or B right now, but yes, people favour that. But oh, there's so much you can do on that map, honestly. Really is just a good map. While we wait for the game to start and everybody to join though, just leave you guys with the tunes.
You were fine all this time, I was inside out. Put my heart in your hands till it came back round. Didn't think that you'd fallen so deep. Didn't know that I had it in me. Guess my sanity breaks away too easy. Back down, bring it to a halt, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, bring it to a halt, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, back down, back down, back down. That's how it was and that's how it is. Back. Upside down, had a flame in your eyes, all I saw was doubt. Oh, paranoid, got lost in my own world. Made a choice, now it's too late to return. Watch my sanity break away too easy. Bring it to a halt, back down. Bring it to a halt, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down. Bring it to a halt, you're whack and it's all your fault. Back down, back down, back down, back down. That's how it was and that's how it is. Back.
Right guys, I have just started a prediction as well. It's going to be live for the next 20 minutes, should give you plenty of time. And you'll get some channel points as well if you do make the right prediction. Hey Zo, welcome to the stream, buddy. If you're using the emotes and all, I love it. I love it.
What does perfect even mean?
Does look like we're just waiting on one player to join the lobby, and then we are going to get into this Blackheart hardpoint.
And imagine a utopia, Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start.
I've just realised I used the wrong thing. I did not mean to do a prediction. I meant to do a poll, but here we are, nonetheless. I'm gonna do that actually. Ignore me.
Disgusted with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated. It's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. 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 Oh.
Right. I'm just going to update you guys on what's just happened. Not everybody's in the lobby, but the host has just decided to randomly start it and end it as soon as it started. My guess, probably resetting the lobby so it doesn't time out, but hey, who knows? Might have been a thumb slip. That's about as entertaining as this stream is gonna start. I'll be honest with you. A thumb slip. Most entertaining thing we've had in the last 10 minutes since we started. Hey, nicely, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. I'll see you in the lobby. Hope you're ready to shoot. Oh, it does look like the final player has joined the lobby. So it shouldn't be too long before we get started. I'm just going to give them a quick ready. It does look like we are going to go in. So we're going to pause the music. Going to go on over. Make sure we have the right teams. We do not. Now we do. Let's start it off with Tigger. Going to be going into P1. Does see a few. Can he get any of them? Not quite. Does get dropped. All the kills so far have gone in the way of Annex. Godly last guy on point. Suda squirting. What a name. Already trying to work P2. Not quite able to, but Alucard does get the trade there. Now pushes out the back. Gets the spawns. The players of Avenged Dark trying to make their way through P1. Push it out into P2, but not going their way right now. Recall does take one before he drops. But Avenge, so far, are struggling in the kills department. They are going to try and wrap this through wall jump. Trying to swap over to this player, not quite able to. There we go. All the kills still going in the way of Annex Lizard. They do get an entry kill here. Over towards P4. Spotted the guy windows. Recall throws the stun. Does get it on Zachary. Nicely with the trade. Tigger also with the kill. Now have got the back and the spawns. They just need to get Giz Odin off the point. Giz Odin takes one with him, but has managed to get the kill. Alucard pushes into the back. Not quite able to finish up what he needed to do there. Zachary pushed onto point. Got the contest. Help from teammates as well. And the point falls back in the way of Annex. Zachary with a beautiful pre-fire there. And once again, the story we've seen since the start, Annex. Just getting all the kills. Oh. Zachary, nice little two-piece there. Wish I could have seen it. Seems like Avenge have decided to just try and hold the back. Start working on you. Nicely trying to watch the front. Does have one in front of him. Suda squirting, playing it slow. Does get naded by Recall. Now, Annex Lizard are going to try and push into the back. But Avenge, picking up the kills. They've woken up. Recall plays his life. Tigger with the power position does get dropped. Recall picks up one. Alucard slides in. Not quite enough info there to make a play. Avenge still in the back of this. Not going to be easy time for Annex. Gizodin does drop. Zachary with a three-piece. Make that a four-piece. I'm so sorry, Zachary. I did not catch that. He's going to be watching the VOD back and be like, oh no, why you not see? And there we go. Zachary already on next as well. On the 4 streak. Can he make it a 5? He does. We're going to stick with him. Because he's still got options here to get a few more. 13 and 7 right now. And as the team of Avenge, push in the back. Can he get any more? And he does. That's 6. With the help of Alucard getting a 2-piece. Point is now in Annex's favour. And a pretty convincing lead here. 35 seconds left on this point. Alucard still going crazy. Another 2-piece. Now 12 and 8. Also on a 4 streak of his own. Does finally drop to Godly. Zachary gets another before dropping. Giz Odin all by himself on P4 with 15 seconds left. You got to think both teams are going to be starting to think about P5. And they have. Look at this gunfight in the back. Alucard does drop for the spawns. Can do the squirt and pick him up. Stun is there, so they've got the info. Nicely has got behind. Does drop. Alucard with the trade. Once again, point in the way of Annex. as the team of Avenge try and hit the front. They do take one. Suda Squirtin picks up a big 2. And just like that, Avenge once again trying to push onto point. Seems to be the song that's been sang too many times this game already. Pause come through in the back with 25 seconds left, but insta drop there. And I think we might just have to stay on Annex's perspective here, because anytime I switch to Avenge, they seem to be dying. Godleaf pulls off the map. Gizodin, nice kill on nicely there. Going to be watching that wall run. Does know that someone is probably going to push this. Tig are going to be holding it. Just like that. Nicely drops Alucard. Gizodin picks the trade, and then nicely another trade for him. Recall does drop. Avenge is just getting completely outplayed right now. Recall tries to make his way on. 30 seconds left on this P1. Avenge need this time if they want to stay in this game. Even with good shots though, Alucard is just completely outgunning the players of Avenge right now. Player of Avenge spotted in towards the back. They need to get this kill if they want to hold the spawns, and they have. And now with 7 seconds left on P1, once again, Annex do have control, but there are 2 players trying to make their way towards the back. Managed to get one. Can they get a second? Not quite. Nicely in the back now. Got the spawns as well, so they need to pick up this player on point now. And they do. Too worried about the back, and they do drop. And that's just how important it is to lock down those spawns. Make sure you've got someone in the back. But once again, the tale of this story. Annex just completely outplaying. Couple of kills do go in the way of Avenge. 22 seconds left on P2. Almost a 100-point lead. And again, Annex on the rotation as well. They only need essentially one more point. Suda Squirtin sees all of them in front of him, but not quite able to pick up the kills. Gizodin locks down the back. The players of Avenge are going to be hunting right now as well. Plays their life. Recoil chasing, but the Hellstorm is there. And just like that, the point once again in the control of Annex. Tigger going to be trying to push through mid, trying to make something happen here. They do still have to contest this at the very least. Recoil gets 2, leaves 1 on point. Tigger, big kill here. Does manage to pick it up as well. Alucard straight onto the point. Pushes out the front. Gets 1. Gets 2. And Avenge once again spawning up. Still need to touch this point, or else the win is going to go towards Annex. Trades come through. Recoil picks up a kill. Is it enough? Not quite. They still need to do one more push. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it with all the players of Annex just stuck on this point. And that is going to be it. 1-0 over to Annex Lizard. Let's take a look at the best play. It is going to be that 4-piece from Zachary. We did miss it, so let's have a look. There's 1. There's 2. And then a beautiful route here. Gets the 3rd on Godly. I think he did get a 4th after this as well. No, he didn't. Ignore me. But there we go, guys. There's your stats on the board as well. 3k damage out of Alucard. Wow, wow, wow. Map 1. Once again. Over to Annex Lizard. And as we wait for this next map, it is going to be a Scar S&D. Hey, Trix, thank you very much for the raid, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Slash, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying? Fantasy, my guy. LCR, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that a lot. Appreciate you. How's everybody doing? How was the game? How did Titans do? Good map from Annex. Yep, very well played from Annex. Slaying department was just all theirs. AVNG not really able to compete with them in that. But let's see if the S&D is a little bit different. Hey, Gray, my guy, what are you saying? Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming out. Does look like we are switching hosts. There we go. Very quickly sorted. I'm in, the rest of the players are in. We shouldn't be too long before we head into this map too. Just a little plug, guys, while we're waiting as well. If it is your first time here, please do drop a follow. I do a lot of casts, a lot of streams. I am one of the streamers for X-Force as well. So I do cast a lot of maps for X-Force. X-Force 1-3-0. Hey, that's what we love to hear. That is what we love to hear. Good job. If you guys have a Prime sub and you haven't already used it on tricks, don't mind me. I will take that happily. Right, and it does look like we are going to be loading in 2 Scar. So as you know, the drill. Let's get the music stopped. Let's go over to the game. Let's make sure that everybody is on the correct side here. As the countdown begins. Yeah, I believe that's right. Yep, looks right to me. And let's start it off with Zachary, who was on fire in that last game. And the players of Annex playing this very quickly. Has the info. Zachary off to a hot start once again. Does get one. Insta drop though. The AVNG did pick up another kill as well on Gazodin in the meantime. So it is going to be a 2 versus 3 for Annex. They do have control of the bomb, so I think they are going to choose to wrap this back blue, possibly take it over towards B. Playing this very carefully, checking all of their corners. It's exactly what you need to be doing in an S&D. Have some info on recoil. As they push up, Sue the Squirt is definitely going to find one at the very least. Are they going to get some time in? Alucard does pick up one. Godly with the trade. And now Alucard in a 1 versus 2. 20 seconds left. Doesn't have bomb. Has got the info on the guy in the back. A would pick up one. Can the trade come through? I think Tigger probably just going to play his life here. But it does look like Alucard is going to be able to get the bomb and possibly plant it. Tigger does check it though. Oh no. Tigger, play your life. Don't let him chase you. And just like that, a beautiful round out of AVNG. And that is the first bit of positivity we've seen out of them. Let's see if they can carry it on through the rest of this map set. 1-0 for them going into round 2. Tigger currently 2-0. Let's switch sides. Hop over to Tigger, who just had that clutch situation there for him. He's going to have the bomb as well. So you're going to be with the bomb carrier. Does look like an A push, and I think Annex have completely read this because they are all there. They've managed to pick up one. Trade does come in. Godly with a 2-piece. Godly does get dropped. Now 2 versus 2. Tigger backs up, leaves his teammate. Timing. Tigger wraps around, does catch him. Shot comes through. Now with the bomb, it is going to be Tigger. And Gazodin in a 1 versus 2 does have the info as well. Has spotted one. Shoulder's going to come through. Plays his life. Chooses not to go there. Knows the bomb is going to go down on A. Now going for a long wrap. I think Gazodin might just have... Not Gazodin, sorry. Recoil might just have the read on this. Oh, maybe not. going to be very difficult now that he's one shot. Does pick up one. Can he pick up the second? Tigger. Oh, Tigger once again clutching in the 1 versus 1. Clearly an important member of this team. 4-0 as well. There for the trades. Wins his ones. That's what matters in an S&D. Now 2-0 to the side of Avenged Dark going into round 3. And this is what we love to see. A bit of light out of the dark. Oh, excuse the pun. That just came off the top of my head. I'm not going to lie. And let's start with Suda Square, who is going to be the bomb carrier for Annex Lizard here. Does look like an A push. Avenged Dark. Oh, managed to pick up a trade there, but Avenged Dark left one player over towards B just in case. I think we are going to see them move over. Zachary with the snipe. This player in mid is Gazodin. Bomb going down. Tigger. Not quite having the info there. I think it was Recoil actually, not Tigger. Apologies. Gazodin picks up one and Godly tries to play his life. Recoil last alive in a 1 versus 3 does get dropped. And the snipers being a big play in that round. And Annex finally getting their first round win on this S&D. What is that? That's got to be a caster bug, surely. That's got to be a caster. That's no way that's that guy's reticle. I didn't even know that thing existed. Right, let's have a look. Let's start it off with Recoil. Haven't seen too much of him. Does switch class just in time. He chooses to have the AR, but look at this. The team of Annex completely pushing the back. Oh my god, Big Godly picks up 2. Still alive in the back as well. They have found the bomb planter. Gets away with his life. Oh my god. That was worst case scenario. For Annex. Letting the bomb go down. Not getting the bomb planter. And then dying. On the chase. Great shots out of Tigger there. And reactions. It is going to be 3-1 now as we go into round 5. Let's have a look at Suda Squirtin. What a name. They are currently 1 and 4. Let's see if they can step it up and bring some value, or more value, supposedly, to this team. Alucard does pick up the first blood on Recoil. Annex being very careful not to overcommit here. They do have the info as well. Seen enough of the Avenged Dark players. Two trophies go out. I think probably could have saved that for one of the other rounds, boys. Very brave. Just get the bomb down there. Somehow come out with your life after a trade. See the squirt, and there we go. Started off this round 1 and 4. Just like that, picks up 2 in this round. It's now 3 and 4. And the round does go to Annex. Avenge really cannot let these rounds get away from them. They need to win this map, or else they are going to be in a reverse sweep scenario if they want to win the map set. Let's have a look at Godly on this round. 5 and 4 right now. One of the top players on the S&D for Avenge as it stands. More trophies go out. Alucard, Gazodin pick up 1. Nicely. Picks up Zachary. Nicely picks up another one. Now on a 2 streak. Does finally get dropped. Now Godly, the man who he started on in a 1 versus 2. This is why we started on you, Godly. You need to be clutch. You need to win this round. Give yourselves a considerable lead in this S&D. Working his way over towards the bomb. It is down. But the players of Annex being slippery, Godly, with the trigger discipline. Does see one. Knows the second was there, but not quite able to pick up the kill. And another round does go in the way of Annex. Now a tied game going into round 7. Gazoden, very good shots. Let's watch the man who just got that final kill. Currently 6 and 3. Double positive and on the 2 kill streak. Tigger picks up the first blood on Zachary. That was the break AVNG needed. They've been good on the first bloods, but can they convert them? Suda squirting with the nade does get that kill as well. So now a 3 versus 3. And that first blood meant absolutely nil. Suda squirting's just holding the irons. Is getting some info by doing this. Does know that there is 2 players over here if they could see them. Definitely knows now. Nicely does drop Suda squirting. And just like that, AVNG with the first blood, opening kill on that round. Converted well, even with the nade. Just playing their lives. Throwing shoulders. Playing the angles. Tigger with the pinch as well, so that wasn't going to go very well for Annex. Just like that. AVNG Dark once again in the lead. Let's have a look at Nicely currently on this 3 streak. Once again, an A push is definitely the favoured bomb on Scar. Godly spots one, does pick up the trade. Nicely picks up another one, now on a 4 streak in this map. And the players of Annex know how important it is to get up top P2 and keep control of that. Not allow the bomb plant. Godly trades some shots there with Zachary. Nicely picks up another kill and then the other one to finish off the round. Nicely going absolutely huge for AVNG Dark. Absolutely huge. 10 and 6 now, almost 13,000. 13,000, that would have been impressive. Jesus Christ. 1,300 damage. And let's keep on board with him. 10 and 6 right now on this 6 spree. Which means that he was 4 and 6 before he started on this spree. Which doesn't quite make sense to me, but it is what it is. Nicely pulls out the Hellstorm. We're going to try and stop this plant on A. Trades go through on Tigger. Manages to get that through into blue. Very well controlled Hellstorm. Not quite able to play his life. Oh, Godly with the Godly trigger finger. Absolutely melts Alucard. Now hops the bomb. Zachary gonna check it. Insta traded, and that's gonna be an easy defuse for recoil. And that is gonna be GG's. 6-3 in the S&D for AVNG. Now putting it at 1-all in the map set. Recoil with this final kill. Fairly easy. Godly forcing Zachary to pull up. Let me change the wording on that. To come and check the bomb. I was going to say some mad stuff, but you have no idea. And just like that. AVNG Dark have tied the series. As we go into the overload. 13,000. Damn, that's some ASO numbers right there. My fault. AEL. I've seen you drop. I think 6k was your... Nah, you dropped... I think you might have dropped a little bit higher than 6k. I'm not even going to lie. I think 6k is the highest I think I've seen you drop so far. Great regain from the boys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, that hard point was hard on them, to be honest. Like, they were getting completely outslayed, beaten on rotations, not able to hold points very well. To be able to come back from that and, you know, win a pretty convincing S&D, I hope that means that, you know, going into this overload, both teams mentally should be fairly ready for this. Annex will be thinking, oh, we got them on a respawn. We won the hard point. AVNG will be probably thinking, we've taken it back. We can win. We can beat these guys. I think I dropped like a 6.1k on Scar. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I've definitely seen you drop more than 6k. 13,000 though, that's a bit much, mate. Maybe in a Nuketown 24/7. Possibly. But you would need, like, I don't even know what you would need. A lot of kills. I mean, obviously it's 130 kills, but I reckon 100 kill game on a Nuketown 24/7, you can drop 13,000 damage. Don't mind me, boys. I'm just drinking some water while we wait for the next lobby to start. Give me a second. While we wait, you know the drill. It's your boy. Dropped 234 kills on Nuketown and back up 6. Bro, that's so sweaty. That is so sweaty. I don't even want to talk to you after that. I'll be honest with you. Just full-on streaks, just constantly pulling out streaks. It must have been. There's no way you're doing all that with a gun as well, unless no one's playing objective. But even then, that's still hard to do within like a certain time limit. I'm not gonna lie, my throat is getting scratchy, bro. I have been talking too much lately. Double nuked. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. UAV counter and heart? Oh, so they were all gun kills. Brother. Brother. That's crazy. That's actually nuts. Right, it does look like we're about to go in. So once again, just to remind you guys, next map is going to be Den for this overload. Load in, get the music stopped, and hopefully people are on the same side to make it easy for me. As we start this countdown. It has swapped. Let's start off with Nicely here, as he makes his way into Broken Window with the AR. Not quite able to pick up Alucard. Has seen Sue, I think. No, they haven't. They are dead now. Godly about to get flanked. Does turn around just in time. 2 kills have gone either way. Gazodin picks up another one. currently, map control does go in the way of Annex. But Avenge working hard to not let that happen. Godly there. Picking up another kill. And this is just TDM right now, over towards mid. Nicely picks up a nice 2-piece there. Suda squirting with the trade over to Tigger. Nicely on a 5-3. Make that a 6. Still alive. Can they get another one? Make it 7. Are going to chase. I think they die here. Oh no. Manages to play their life. Are they going to take the corner? They don't. I think that's going to be the end of the spree. And with the device trying to run through as well, they're not going to make that happen. Gazodin picking up a beautiful 2-piece there. Can he find the third in the back? Not quite. And now Annex going to pick up the device. Try and run this towards Outer. They have got one of the kills they needed to get. Alucard playing his life as Tigger gets 2. He's going to be the last man here. He's going to get dropped. Tigger with the 3-piece. Godly to finish off. Gets the 4th. Tigger now going to grab the device. Try and run this over. Does have help from teammates. But trades are coming through very slowly. Godly not able to pick up one. Tigger all on his own now. Does get one, mate. This guy is insane with the pistol. Now on a 5 spree. Waiting for his teammates. His teammates need to be quick, though, because if he drops, this is going to be not easy for him. But he is on high alert. There's another one. Tigger, crazy plays with the pistol. Oh, just overcharged that a little bit too much with the pistol. Got a bit too confident, and just like that, that attack has been stopped. However, device still over towards that B point. Kills are coming through, but they're all going in the way of Annex. Device now gets reset. And Avenge are going to be the ones with mid control, I believe. Godly watching out for that flank. Does get dropped by Zodin. Recoil picks up Alucard as well. Tigger sees one. Not quite able to pick him up. Godly now trying to work where Zachary is. Everybody is playing their life. Recoil drops another one in P3 cut. Nicely picks up one. Can he get a second? He almost does. Zachary manages to shut him down. Plays in the corner. Gets one. And once again, this has turned into TDM in mid-map. Very, very close on this overload. But Annex on good side need to convert something, or else they are going to struggle in this next half. And it seems like Avenge trying to get front runners over. Do let the device restart or reset even. Now Recoil still in mid connector. Gonna play in the angle. Almost got some COD time in. And there we go. Gazodin going to be running this over to Alucard, who is going to be the front runner. Timing might not work out too well for him. Does manage to pick up one. That is going to be a capture. 1-0 in the way of Annex now. And the kills come through in a way where Annex do still have control of B. However, device spawns up over towards Outer. And now this is a very good chance for Avenge to make it 1-1. And they do. But the kills go out for Zachary. And now Gazodin here trying to work towards P3. Plays the angle well. Gets the kill. Does get caught quite nicely behind him, who does drop. 20 seconds left. Device in hand. And this is going to be a brick wall now that Annex are going to try and push through. They do have help, and Gazodin gets 2. Can he make it a third? Gazodin not able to pick up the last one, but Zachary is there. He can't pick up the device, so that is going to be the end of the half. And we go into the second half, where Avenge are playing on good side. All tied up. 1-1. Tigger with the best play, getting the 2-piece. Gets the third as well. There he is. Alucard's green guns. I think it's weaponized 115, sticking out like a sore thumb. You're not missing him around the map. And Annex 1-1 right now with AVNG, and the slaying department that they were showing in map 1 is no longer there. 2 of their players currently negative. 10 of 15, 10 of 14. 10 of 16, 10 of 14 that is now. Tigger gonna help his teammate here. Beautiful movement. Does manage to get that kill. And now mid control has gone in the way of AVNG. Godly gonna give the comms to Tigger. Tigger gonna push. Tries to get a gun, not quite able to. Godly here with the pistol. Not able to do anything. Suda squirting makes 2. Gazoden gets another one. And once again, we're playing TDM in mid-map. It seems to be the tail of the tape for this map. Recoil. Managed to pick up 1. Can he get a second? Not quite. Does get first bullet, but absolutely shut down. And now Tigger with the device once again. He's got a 2 kill streak. He has been a menace with that pistol, but he's not able to convert it that just there. Kills go either way for both teams, but it is Annex who end up with the device in hand, running it through mid. Alucard picks up 1. Can he get a second? Not quite able to. And now nicely, going to be running that device over towards B. Does have a front runner who is Godly. However, Suda squirting there to stop it. Good timing on that nade. But everybody does get shut down. But again, all of the players are going to be there. And that nade's not going to help at AVNG to push. Device does get reset into mid. And Alucard going to be there. Start working on this mid control. Going to run into 1. Doesn't check behind him. And does get dropped. And now the nade comes through. And oh no. Suda squirting slipped through. And they've managed to cap it. How have they got through there? Oh no. And as the device starts spawning over towards Outer, Godly with the insane pistol shots, now on a 3 streak, and control of the device. They are going to get shut down by Suda squirting once again. Only person that can stop this push is going to be recalled for now until the spawn come through. Does get a 2-piece. Can he get the 3rd? Not quite. Gazoden manages to stop him. But does pick up Godly. Almost picks up Tigger as well. It's just back-to-back 2-pieces all over the place right now. Zachary going to be pushing up with Recoil. Recoil managed to pick up 1. Does get a 2nd. And now nicely towards the front. Does get stunned. Oh. Automatically switch to someone else. That's interesting. And there we go. Trays come through. Godly with a 2-piece. Picks up the pistol. Knows there's 1 more. Not quite able to get Gazoden. Gazoden another 2-piece. Gazoden trying to get away with his life, but it's just not enough. Recoil with another 2-piece. Oh my god, it's just 2-piece after 2-piece after 2-piece. But look at this. In the end, AVNG managed to push through with the device. And if they go towards A here, oh, I don't think it matters. They're going to get the kills, I think. Recoil always get through. Now 2-2. 1.5 minutes left. Are we going to see an S&D round, or is someone going to be able to get the final capture? It could be, if this device spawns fast enough. Tigger, who just runs this through to his teammates, nicely going to be there. Does get 1. Tigger gets 1 of his own as well. Device gets detonated. 3-2 now to AVNG Dark. Just to remind you guys, it is 1-1 currently in this map. Map set, sorry. But Annex, gonna grab the device. Try and run this over. Try and get this over towards A, but I think they might have changed their mind. I think they might choose to go B now. But Zachary just a bit too tunneled on the device there. Not checking. Alucard now in the back. Does get 1. Can he get a 2nd? Not quite. Does get dropped. Recoil also gets dropped. Godly now trying to run this up forward. Not able to. And with 20 seconds left, Annex really need to do something. Avenge playing this safe. Tigger plays his life and does drop in the end. But it's possible. All they need to do is get through, get that in. 3-3. 5 seconds left. We are going to see an S&D round. Everybody needs to play their lives. 0.5, just like that. Alucard gets a 2-piece, and I think Godly is now dead. Sudden death, no more respawns. Make it a 3 versus 3. Nades come through. Tigger going to get a kill as well. Make that a 2 versus 2. Suda squirt and sees nicely. Nicely now one shot. Definitely not going to peek that. With a minute and 40 left, these guys have all the free roam. And it seems like they are just going to run at each other. Do not forget though, guys. Even though it is sudden death, that device can still be picked up. And ran over nicely. Picks up a kill. Gazoden now in a 1 versus 2 with the pistol. Needs to peek this. Not able to. Nicely with the kill. Oh my god, what an ending. What an ending. Annex managing to get a cap last second. Pushing it to an S&D round, but Avenge coming out on top in the end. Let's see. This best play from Gazoden is going to drop Tigger. Gets nicely as well. What an ending on this overload. Gazoden, almost 4,000 damage. Wow, wow, wow. And just like that, map 3 goes over to Avenge Dark. And we are now on match point for Avenge Dark. Annex Lizard need to win this one if they want to take this to a map 5. Come on, Avenge, says LCR. But what an ending. Yeah, agreed, man. What a map. What a map. That was insane. Absolutely insane. And just like that, they are going to restart the lobby, get someone new to host. But that ending was absolutely insane. Let's have a look. I am in the lobby. We are just waiting for the team of Annex to join. This is going to be on Avengers host. I'm going to take a quick break while we wait for this lobby to start. Leave you guys with the music.
Sitting lonely in my room again, trying to find the words to say, but nothing comes out. I am looking for the better days, seem like they just stay away whenever I try. There's so many things that I keep in my mind. My friends keep me out and it hurts every time. With all the emotions I built up inside, oh why can't I?
Also, that we have had everybody join now, so it won't be too long before we start on map 4. It's going to be Den Hardpoint. They have started the counter, so as we look currently, well, I'm looking currently at Den loading screen. I will switch it over, get the music stopped. Just like that. Let's have a look. Remember, this is match point for Avenge. Let's start it off with Gazoden, who was doing very well on that last map. They They are going to try and push onto point here. Have managed to get it. As Suda Squirting gets a big kill of their own as well. Kills currently in the way of Annex. And they have control over the point. But the pinch does come through. Split spawns for Avenge. Zachary with a 2-piece. Now regaining control of mid. Avenge going to decide to just push through. Try and start getting control for P2. Annex do manage to get around the kills. But Tigger gets one. Spawns have fallen for Avenge in the back. And now with 10 seconds left on P1. Avenge going to be trying to do their best to make sure that none of the players of Annex get through. Recall picks up another. Tigger picks up 2 of his own. And Godly, another one. But the spawns have come in the back. So now the players of Avenge need to watch out for the pinch. Godly picks up 1. Recall dropped by Gazodin. Gazodin with a 2-piece. And just like that, Annex have taken control of the point and are in the lead. And Annex were better on that first hardpoint map. So if they take this, we are going to see a map 5, which is going to be another den. Nicely, definitely been calmed out there. Does drop. Once again, Avenge in control of this point. 15 seconds left. They need to start worrying about P3. However, Zachary and Suda Squirting have made their way over already. Godly, nice little kill on Gazodin. All it's going to do is make him spawn a bit closer to P3, though. They did manage to get all of that scrap, so we are going to see a temporary lead change. Just like that, 2 points in the lead. Zachary picks up 1. Almost picks up a second. Can he get it? He's lost him. And Alucard picks up 1 over here towards Dojo. Godly does get the trade, though. Let's have a look at the players of Annex as they try and push on. They do manage to pick up nicely. Zachary getting that kill. Now looking for recoil on the point. Doesn't see the rack horn and tries to pre-fire it. Recoil does get dropped eventually, though. And once again, point in the way of Annex. Another lead change. Did have to watch that fall off the map, apparently. Didn't let me change. Zachary, 2-piece. Does get traded. Gazodin with the kill of the zone. Now pushing through Dojo. Now going to start working on those P4 spawns. But all the players of Avenge are going to be in the back here. Is Recoil with 3 players in front of him. There's 1. Can he get a second? Godly is there to help as well. I think Annex going to choose to play as a team here, but they have dropped over towards P4. Last guy is in the back by Dragon. Godly making a big kill. Nicely, another huge kill. Trying to get the wall bounce, not quite able to. And Godly on a 5-3 now. Able to keep the players of Annex off of this point. Zachary going to try and push the back. 20 seconds left on P4. They are going to get some time on this. We might see another lead change. The very, very close map this is. They are going to be starting to work on P1. Recoil going to go up towards Heaven. Not able to pick up that kill. Does get traded. Nicely now with Godly on P1. Managed to pick up 1. They do pick up a second as well. This player 5, Zachary, is going to be at the back, but it seems like someone might have a read on this. Maybe not. Tigger, there for the kill. Now see the Squirting needs to push up. They've got the guy on P3. They've got the guy on P1. Just like that, spawns are going to come through over towards P3. Nicely peeked, but he's just walked straight into a pre-aim. Not much he can do there. Godly up towards Broken. 1 bullet into him, but not dead. Now the players of Avenge have allowed a lot of time to go on P1. They need to make sure that if they're going to let that happen, that they do also get P2 spawns, which they haven't. Annex spawning in the back now. Tigger on point, does manage to get 1. Every kill now is a big kill. If they want to keep this, Tigger just getting some time in, but he does get the kill. Who's this in the back? It is Godly. Not quite able to pick up one. See the squirting turns and burns. And now all the players of AVNG going to be pushing the front. Recoil takes one on the entry. Can they get Zachary? Not quite. Does get traded though. Tigger picks up 2. And just like that, point does go back to AVNG. Wow, wow, wow. Very close. Very mixy. Nades go out. Tigger drops. Zachary with a 2-piece. Does get dropped, but instantly traded. 20 seconds left. Are they going to start thinking about P3? Does look like Pseudo Squirting is making their way over. Little sound effects for you guys. Sound like fucking Donald Duck. Zachary with Pseudo Squirting getting the kills. Godly does manage to pick up Pseudo Squirting though. Zachary, huge kills there. And now a pretty convincing lead for Annex is starting to build. Nicely getting 1 kill over towards P3. Not quite able to get a second. But white time currently. But Annex do have the map control. Gets out with a beautiful kill there. Working on Tigger. Does almost get nicely as well, but it is traded. 25 seconds left. They got to start working their way over to P4, surely. Zachary with a 2-piece, so he's going to pick up most of that scrap unless... Who's this? They spawned in the back. But the info is there. They are watching it. Zachary getting that kill. And now Gazoden going to be the only one here. He's going to get pushed by 2. Sees 1. Zachary going to go out. Oh, and the kills are there. But Recall going to be working with Tigger here as they try and push on. Not able to see him, but does get the kill. Who's it going to be? Zachary on point now. As the players of AVNG try and push the back. Alucard on a 5 spree. Let's have a look at him. He's on a 6 spree now. Make that a 7. And the slaying has come back on the side of Annex. And you can see it in the scoreline. Currently 200, basically 210 to 120. Almost a 100-point lead now. 20 seconds left on this point. AVNG finally managed to break on through. But it's still very mixy. Kills do come through here. Godly not able to get that last kill. So the last 13 seconds are going to go in the way of Annex as we go over to P1. And it's going to be very difficult for AVNG. They need to play almost perfect Call of Duty now. And the kills just aren't going their way. Sorry, apologies. The kills are going their way. Tigger makes a flank. Not doing much for it, though. But the Hellstorm comes in, and this is just free time now. But who's this? Recall getting a kill on Pseudo Squirting. Can he get a second? Not quite, but it was almost there. And now Annex just need 10 seconds, or we are going to see that map 5. Map control is there. I don't think anybody's going to be able to push onto this Recoil with the kill. No one able to slide on, and the map win does go over to Annex. So we are definitely going to see a Den S&D now. And it's quite funny. I was messaging Tigger when we were organising this cast. And I was saying, oh, triple Den. I hope we don't go to a map 5, because all I've been seeing lately is map 5 round 11s. But here we go. We're there. We're on a map 5. Let's see if we can get to around 11. It's been close enough that it could happen. Alucard, 3k damage. Gazoden, 3.5 almost. Oh my god. Just like that. Annex have brought themselves back into this game. Very, very close. Once again, it does look like we are going to be switching hosts.
Now I'm feeling like a fool again, thinking I can fool myself by telling me lies. When there's so many things that I keep in my mind.
Let's see.
Around people I don't even like. We
what happens.
And walk with a smile. Oh, why can't I? Will someone look for me if I disappear? No matter how much that I scream, nobody hears. But I see the light from far away. It's down the line. Maybe I
Right,
should not
I've
give
got the
up
invite.
without a fight.
So let's see.
Be a time.
We're going to see a map 5, then S&D once again. And it looks like they're looking to start this pretty quickly.
There will be a time.
Don't mind me as I drink my water. Hopefully the casting's been alright and my voice hasn't just been annoying. If you haven't already, please do drop a follow. It's very much appreciated. If you have dropped a follow and you do want to show some more support, if you have a Prime, I wouldn't mind a Prime sub either. Any support is welcome as we load into the Den S&D final map of this series. Who do we think is going to win it? It's been very close so far, but map 2 S&D on Scar was taken by AVNG. Let me pause this, get into the game. Oh, maybe not. Ignore me. Maybe not. Right. Maybe not. We're waiting a little bit more. It is what it is. What the hell? Apparently, it says they're in a game. So it's joined me in, said it's a draw. No, it's just a bug. It's just a lobby bug. Give me a second. Let me get this sorted for you boys. Not quite letting me join anybody for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Well, just wait a second while we sort this out. Apologies, guys. Weird lobby bugs happening. Seems like a lot of players have gone offline. Did I mess up the scores or something? Does someone won? I might have messed up the scores. Anyways, give me a second. Let me put on this. I've just seen, right? I've gone into my recent players, and a lot of people have gone offline. So I thought the game was going to start, and it looked like it was going to start. But a lot of people just got offline, so I don't know what's happening. Give me a second. Let me try to sort this out. Let me just send some messages. Okay, we're in. We are in. Right. Depot map 5. I was confused for a second, I'm not gonna lie, because they pulled it up as well, right? And then it just said draw instantly, and then everybody was offline. Like, instantly, everybody was offline. So I just assumed, like, I don't know. I thought I'd got it wrong. But anyway. Just to remind you guys of the map. before we go into it. 2-2. We are going to see the map 5. Then S&D. We are just waiting on one person to join on the team of AVNG. Okay, Godly has joined, so it won't be too long before we do kick this off. It does look like it is about to start. If you decide to go for a toilet break, it's time to come back. It is time to come back right now. Let's stop the music. Let's switch it over. Let's have a look. It is the right way around as far as I'm aware. Let's start it off with Tigger, who is going to be the bomb carrier. Godly with the God nade. Does get one over towards mid. I think the team of AVNG were going to take it over towards B. Now deciding to wrap it towards A. But Gazodin playing the corner, does get one. Does he get a second? It does, but he falls off the map. And now a 2 versus 2. Godly spots one, not quite able to pick him up. Plays his life though. Does have help from his teammate nicely. Nicely does get dropped by the sniper. Now Godly last alive in a 1 versus 1. Sun comes through, so the info is there. Suda squirting, going to be watching it. Throws the nade. Godly does well to get out of there. Not quite able to pick up Zachary, who's on the sniper. Bomb plant comes through. And it had to. Not much time left for that. But Zachary with the snipe does pick up the kill. And it's going to be an easy defuse for him. 2 kills with that sniper that round. And the first round does go to Annex. And this has been a very close game so far. So let's see if they can keep it close in the S&D. If we are going to see that fan-favoured round 11. Zachary going to keep the sniper out, it looks like, on this offensive round. Does look like they've chosen to take it over towards B even, sorry. Smokes come through. Does get dropped by nicely with the sniper of his own. Let's take a look at him. Nicely in Zachary, the sniper battle. Does need to tip to top of his head, and he does drop him. Great shot out nicely there. They know bomb is down as well. They can see it. Tigger in the back does pick up a kill as well. Now 1 versus 4 for Gazodin. Not able to pick up one. He does get dropped. Almost an impossible situation for him there. And Avenged Dark do take another round back. Now 1-1 in this S&D as we go into round 3. Recoil, 39 damage to his name, but that's all he needs. And now we are going to see an offensive round out of Avenged Dark. Let's have a look at Nicely, who currently has the sniper. That's what they are going for a mid push. So let's take a look at Tigger as he is the front man here. Sees one. Alucard going to back up instantly. Not messing around with that. Tigger does pick up one on Gazodin. Gets out with his life as well. First blood is there. Now 3 versus 4. Make that a 3 versus 3 as Alucard picks up the trade. Avenge have pushed through into A. Trades come through. Once again, a 2 versus 2. They have the info on Alucard. Godly there. Does spot one. Nicely drops Alucard. And now Zachary in a 1 versus 2. Does make it a 1 versus 1 though. Godly last alive. Zachary has got the sniper in the back pocket as well. So he could choose to play this long range, close range. Up to him. And I think Godly is the one who has to pick up the bomb. It is. And he's got to decide to go somewhere. He either goes A or he goes B. He's not going to know which one Zachary's at. Does look like he is going to choose to go A. He needs to go quickly and get this bomb planted. And he does. And now Zachary going to make his move over towards A. Are they going to run into each other here? Does look like they have. Godly going to choose to just play his life. He's got bomb down. He doesn't need to chow that. That is good fundamentals of S&D that we are seeing right there. Getting some interesting timing. It does check bomb though. And that's another round for Avenged Dark. Winning that ever so important offensive round on this S&D. Just to remind you guys, anybody who's joining up, it is currently map 5. So whoever wins this does take the series. Let's start it off with Zachary, currently 3-2. Leading his team. There's one man who's going to carry this team to victory. It's going to be this guy, Tigger. Don't know what happened there, but killed himself with his own nade. So, although he gets the first bloods every round, seems like he's got a first blood of his own on himself. Zachary almost turns and burns. Now a 3 versus 3 as Recoil gets that kill. Have they spotted Alucard? I think they might have. Definitely spotted Gazodin. Recoil going to choose not to peek that at all. Good nade on Gazodin from Recoil. Recall, got to play your life here. You've got your teammates' help. 2 versus 3, 25 seconds left. Nicely with the snipe. It's going to be all on Alucard in a 1 versus 3. Not able to pick up the kill. And once again, a masterclass S&D round from Avenged Dark. Apart from that one singular team nade on himself from Tigger. Obviously. Now starting to build a very convincing lead, though. (3-1) as we go into round 5. And it is going to be Avenged Dark on the offense. Let's have a little look at Recoil. Currently double positive on a 3 streak. Can he carry this on? Does look like he's going to play this very quickly over towards B. Only player that's going to be there is Gazodin. However, they do have some players of Annex in mid. And I think that's going to confirm. That is going to confirm it. Alucard watching it does get dropped by Godly. They are getting pinched though. Nicely. Getting pinched by Zachary in the back. And he does have the sniper, so he needs to be careful not to take it too close range. Gazodin over towards Dojo. Trying to make a push. Suda squirting with the nade on Tigger. Stopped that bomb plant from going down. So now they have 40 seconds to play with. Gazodin does get dropped. Gazodin drops nicely. Recall picks up the trade. Godly gets dropped by Zachary. And just like that, we've got Recall in a 1 versus 2. And he still needs to plant the bomb. 30 seconds left. Needs to do something here. Surely he's been spotted. He has, and he does get dropped. And Annex bringing it back slowly. Now 3-2 to Avenged Dark. And let's see what the final kill was. It was Zachary here, just pre-aiming. They had all the info in the world to play with. And the headshots come through, and that's an easy kill. Let's take a look at one of my favourite names in this lobby. Suda squirting. Off the bat, currently 2 and 3. Is going to take the bomb, but they are going to need to pick it up if they want to take a few more rounds. Shots come through. Is the info there? Are the players of Avenge going to come over towards B? Suda squirting now 1 shot. The player of Zachary, I believe, is top heaven. I think the gunfight is going to come through. We're going to switch over very, very quickly. Zachary choosing to play their life. Let's go back over. In the meantime, Annex playing this slowly, playing for that first blood, so that they can then have the trade. First blood does go towards Annex. Trade comes through. Tigger with a big 2. Recall now drops another one, and that's going to be a 1 versus 3. Make that a 0 versus 3, because Godly picks up the kill on Zachary in back dojo over towards Dragon, and the defuse is going to come through. And just like that, another round to Avenge. 4-2. 2 rounds away from winning this map. And Annex really need to put a stop to this now, because if Avenged Dark win 1 more round, they are going to be on match point. And it's going to force Annex into a position where if they want to win this series, they have to win 4 back-to-back S&D rounds. That is not something that is easy to do against any team, let alone a team like Avenged Dark. Let's have a little look. Does look like they've chosen to go over towards A. They are going to come up against Gazodin and Zachary, who gets a kill of their own as well. Now a 2 versus 4. Godly and Tigger going to be in a bit of trouble here if they don't get this bomb. Alucard playing the rat corner in mid. Not going to make it easy for them. Might get some time in here. Tigger just And just like that, all the kills fall in the way of Annex. Like we said, they cannot let Avenged Dark get any more rounds if they do want to win this. And Suda Squared and Alucard right now 2-4 and 2-6 respectively. They really need to pick it up because currently Zachary's doing all the work. But it does look like they are going to take the bomb over towards A. Recoil. Going to be playing on the bomb directly. And that nade's going to come through. And what is up with Avenged Dark nading themselves? Godly going to pick up a kill. That's the first blood. Now 3 versus 4. Does get instantly traded by Zachary. Suda squirting with a nade on recoil. 2 versus 3 now. Nicely going to be there. Sees Zachary. Choosing the trigger discipline. Zachary going to play in this corner. I don't think Nicely's going to check it. He doesn't. And the trade comes through. Tigger, last man alive. 25 seconds to play with. Trying to see if he can spot anybody towards lights, but this might just be too difficult. If there's someone on window. Oh, and there is. And he does get dropped, and just like that, it is a tied game once again. And I'm starting to regret the messages that me and Tigger sent back and forth about hopefully it not being a round 11 game 5. Because it does look like it's happening. Both teams are 1 round away from match point. It is going to be Avenged Dark on the offense. It does look like they've chosen to take it to their favoured bomb site. Only Suda Squirting is going to be there. So if they play this quickly, they can get bombed down. Alucard has now wrapped into P1. But the gunfight is going to go down in the back. It's going to be Zachary who's going to get a great bit of time in there. He does. Now 2 versus 4. Tigger trying to play for this trade. Not quite able to. Zachary has got away with their life. Not quite able to finish off recoil there. Over towards couches. But the info is going to come through. They're going to know that they are definitely pushing over towards A. Suda Squirting getting dropped by Tigger. 2 versus 3 now. And if they can clutch this round up, this is best case scenario. And now, it's going to be all down to recoil as Tigger drops. 20 seconds left. It does get dropped as well. So now Annex 5-4 and on match point. But they are on the offense. Very, very close. On the offense. They need to win this round or else we're going to see a round 11. But it's not going to be easy. Because Avenged Dark have been very good on these defensive rounds. But let's take a look. Let's have a look at Alucard here. As they make their way over towards A. They are going to be up against recoil. Tigger has made his way deep into P1. Mid, Zachary picked up a kill on recoil. That's the first blood. 3 versus 4. This could be the end of the match. Tigger picks up a kill of his own. Now a 3 versus 3. Bomb's gone down as well. Alucard, that is not what you want to be doing in clutch situations like this. Zachary picks up a kill on Godly. Tigger not going to chow that, but Nicely does pick up a kill. So now 1 versus 2. Nicely picks up a second. And there it is. The defuse. Tigger and Nicely working perfectly as a team. There is the round 11 as well. So now it's all going to be on who has the offense and who has the defense. Once again, this is a defense favored map. That doesn't mean it's a guaranteed win. But nicely with a beautiful two-piece there. Now pushing himself over that 1,000 damage. Raya, welcome, welcome. Now round 11. And it does look like Annex are going to be on the offense. They pulled out the wild card. Zachary going through mid. The info's there. Managed to pick up one. There's the first blood. 3 versus 4. Can they convert it now? Zachary trying to push through. Gonna see one. Catches his back. 2 versus 4 now. Godly gonna play that kill. Gonna try and get out with his life. Now 2 versus 3. They do have one player in the back. It is Zachary. This kill needs to come through for Avenged Dark, but Zachary choosing to just play this corner. Trade comes through now. 1 versus 2. Bomb has gone down. So now Godly has 35 seconds to get 2 kills and defuse the bomb. To the squad is there. Does get dropped. Now 1 versus 1. Could it get any more intense than this? 25 seconds left. Godly, 1 versus 1. Oh, and you got to chase that. You got to go. You got to go. And the kill does come through. And Godly with the clutch. 1 versus 1. I know for a fact Avenged Dark are absolutely screaming their heads off right now. Taking it to a map 5. Taking it to a round 11. Taking it to a 1v1. What an ending to that match. Avenged Dark do take it. And wow, wow, wow. What an incredible finish. Let's have a look at the stat line. Sorry, the map set. Avenged Dark do take it in the end. Very close. All the way through that S&D. Avenged Dark taking it up to 4-2. Followed by Annex, then winning. Hey, Gilberts, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Avenged Dark taking it up. They were up 4-2. Annex then bringing it to a 4-4. Annex then taking it to a 5-4. Avenge then bringing it to a 5-5, taking it to the round 11. And then Annex 2 versus 4. Sorry, Avenged Dark in a 2 versus 4. Somehow pull it off. Who was that throwing them fat boy shoulders? I think that was Gaboyden, or whatever his name was. Gazodin, that's it. Yeah, I think that was Gazodin, but I think he was throwing a nade. He was throwing a nade, so I think he just threw the shoulder just to throw the nade, but it was a bit too far and just got absolutely beamed. But what an ending. What an absolutely incredible ending. Hey boys, thank you for coming out. Thank you everybody who's, supported all the way through this. Watch the whole series. If you haven't already, please do drop a follow. If you've got a Prime sub and you haven't used it yet, drop some support. Drop that Prime. It's very much appreciated. But I will see if we can do a little raid. It's not going to be too many of you going over. Let's see if there is anybody that I follow who we can go and support. Got no one. I've got no one. So it is going to be the end, boys. Thank you all for tuning in. That was everything. Anybody who wants it, VOD is going to be obviously on my Twitch. It's also going to be on my YouTube channel. And then at some point over the next couple of weeks, this whole match will be split into TikTok clips as well and posted on my TikTok. All of my socials are exactly the same. It is all just Dave DPVEE. So please drop a follow on all the socials if you want to keep up with the content. But that is going to be everything, guys. So thanks for tuning in. GG's.